Some it actually seems to be having some internet connectivity problem.
And sir, QN is working on his biology SBA with you tomorrow and him just start. Yeah.
Actually seems to be having some internet. So what about Tangine?
And sir, QN is working on his biology.
What about Tangine? Well, all the guys have to do is just to let us
She said
uh,
she's doing the test because she couldn't log in her account.
they have to come on, no? And do the test afterwards so we can get started. All right, let me say in the meantime, let me say good night to the 3 persons who are now viewing our YouTube live maths class. If you're just coming for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Um, of course, our custom is to engage our students not only in Zoom but also in YouTube by using the YouTube chat on our channel. So you'll be given an activity to do as well, normally very competitive. So I hope you are prepared to do it. That activity is in the form of C.X.C multiple choice questions. So you're not only being shown how to do it, but you're also given an opportunity to do it as well. So we allow you to do it first, and then after you do it, then um, then after you do it now, we will go through it together as a class. So stay tuned and look forward for that part of the activity. All right. Tonight we'll be looking at we'll be looking at the our factorization is a concept that we'll be looking at tonight. For some of you, it will be revision, and for some of you, it will also aid your understanding of how to do it, and maybe a simpler way as well. All right. So stay tuned and just giving our students, Zoom students, a bit of time to log in so we can start our devotion. Never start our class without devotion at all, but we need the presence of God to have another successful night like the other nights. Let me first apologize for last week. We were experimenting with a new time, but apparently it did not work. So um, we have decided to roll back and get back to our normal time, which is 8 o'clock in the evenings. Just to inform you, we also, um, just to inform you, we also have our classes on Thursday nights for mathematics. On Thursday nights, we go through paper two past paper questions. However, um, only the students who are registered with CDP Library Services are given access to the second night of maths class, where we go through the paper two past paper questions. So if you are a student who is doing the exam this year and so need that kind of service, then You can arrange with CDP Library Services and register. It's very affordable. And of course, if you think that this class has been helping you on Monday nights, then why not join the school? All right. So if you are interested, look forward to having you join our classes. All right. So we're waiting on at least one or two students before we get into the tonight's presentation. All right. I let me see who are the persons who are there tonight. Can you go into the chat and let me see who is there tonight? Let me see who's there tonight. Go into the chat and see who's there now. Oh, Kayla Brown. Good night, Kayla Brown. All right. This is your first time, Kayla, right? This is your first time? Okay, we have Natifa coming on and Nikosha coming on. So we're going to get into our devotion. Good night to Kayla Brown. Good night, Teresa. Good night, Jessica. All right. Good night to you all. Pleasant good night to you all. And welcome, Kayla. All right. Kayla, could you want to tell us where you're from? Tell us where you're from, Kayla. All right, so as we wait on. All right, good night, Nikosha. I saw that you made another attempt on the test, so I was busy preparing for class. So of course I decided to I couldn't have gone ahead and give it reset the test as yet. So it is retest. It is being resetted so you can actually go back and do your exam afterwards. I heard that Tangini is doing the quiz. So I guess she'll join us shortly. And what's her name is Ashley is having a bit of problem. So okay. So you're a Jamaican, Kayla Brown. Where in Jamaica you're from? Is it from Clarendon? Because most persons are from what's been joining the live is from Clarendon. Um, so I need to know which part of the world you're from. Oh, Nishali. Wow, Nishali Williams, one of my students. I hope you'll enjoy the class tonight, Nishali. Welcome, Nishali. Welcome. Okay. All right. Good night. All right. So we're going to start with our devotion now as we await the other students. We're going to start our devotion now. All right. Hope you'll enjoy this session of our devotion. All right. Okay. All right. So let's get to our devotion. All right. Um, our Bible text focus tonight comes from the book of Proverbs, chapter 1. And okay, Portmore. Okay, Kayla. So we're gonna have devotion now. After the devotion, I can look back in the chat and communicate with you guys. All right. Okay, so devotional text is from Proverbs chapter 1, and we will read from verse 1 to 3. And our key text for tonight is verse 7. So it says that the Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. What is the proverb? What's the purpose of the Proverbs? It's to gain wisdom and instruction. So you want wisdom? You want instruction? Check the Proverbs. For understanding words of insight, check the Proverbs. For receiving instruction to prudent behavior. And the word prudent there means being cautious, being careful. So if you want to instructions to lead you into prudent behavior, here the Proverbs is a good place to get your counseling, right? Okay. So, but our key text for tonight is this text: the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. So it's not wise to despise wisdom and instruction. It's not wise to not pay attention to wisdom and instruction. It is the wisest thing to do. But where does it all begin? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So let us listen to this song and then we will pray and we will get into tonight's class. All right? Hope you'll enjoy it. Good night to Natifo. And I see that Tangini is coming in. All right. Good night, Tangini. I heard that you
Yes,
were
sir.
you run out of the exam room and come straight into class. I hope you did well. Hope you did well. All right, let's go.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You will lead me through the fire, and in darkest night, you were close like no other. I've known you as a father, I've known you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God, yeah. And all my life you have been faithful. Oh, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God, yeah. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running, it keeps running after me.
Let us pray. Most kind and loving and heavenly Father, Almighty God. Father, we give you thanks for allowing your goodness to keep running after us. Father, I pray that your goodness will continue to run after each student in Zoom and the students who are watching from YouTube Live, and even the students across the Caribbean who are preparing for this exam. Lord, they are preparing for exams in a time again where the times are uncertain. But we pray that the exams, the timetable will be settled. Pray that there will be no changes made to the timetable and that they will now use the time remaining for preparation for exam. Father, we know that all things are possible through you. And I would like for these students to understand that if they fear you, O God, that you will give them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And Father, you have said that faith without work is death. And Lord, as they work and as they study and as they pray and ask you for help, pray that you'll grant them a special blessing tonight throughout this preparation period. For those persons who are sick, dear God, I pray that you will give them a speedy recovery. We have our language teacher who is currently not feeling well, and we pray that she'll have a speedy recovery there, God, that she'll be able to execute her function and deliver her service to these students. And so Lord, I pray that you'll be with her and her family. Be with us now tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, so we're going to go straight into our lesson for the night. All right, so we're looking at factorization. As I said before, for some of you, it will just be revision. So of course, if you know what to do, then you could type your answer in the chat. That's how we do it here, right? You type your answer in the chat. So I want to say good night to you all again. All right, good night to you all again. Kayla Brown, Teresa Powell, Jessica Lewinson. I wonder who's gonna win tonight. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a giveaway tonight. Let us see. In order to have a giveaway tonight, it is actually marked out of 10. Good. So you have a number of multiple choice question there. I will be looking at January 2017 multiple choice questions, of course, paper one in the exam. I don't know who's going to win tonight, but let's see who will win tonight. We always do our giveaway. In-house, we had a giveaway for Nikosha. Lexi lost it sadly because of the votes, right? But I hope she'll do well tonight. Teresa got her giveaway before. Also, Jessica got her giveaway. So I wonder if Nishalee and Kayla will get theirs too, right? Yes. So work hard and you'll be surprised what will happen for you tonight. All right. So we're looking at factorization now. And the concept of factorization, as you can see, the word factorization is coming from the root word factor. Good. Now, when we use factors, when we multiply factors, we get what we call products. Good. Everybody hear me? You guys hear me? You guys hear me? Hello, are you there?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So we get what we call products. But as we go through the process, we're going to look at the process of factorization. And the aim of today's lesson is for you to see a pattern that in the exam now, if just in case you don't remember a particular way of factorizing, then you can, just because you have learned the pattern, you would have recalled it much more easier and then to execute so you can move much faster. All right. So even though you might have done factorization already, you might be doing very good at it. It's worth the idea. It is worth it to try to see the pattern. All right. So our first question is going to be, you can write it down. So we're going to be looking at, we're not going to start with question number one as yet. We're going to start off with question number 7. So it's right there in the view. I'm just going to increase the size of the page so those on YouTube can see it. I hope you can see it. If you're unable to see the size of the page, all you have to do is turn your device long way like this, and you'll be able to see it better. All right, full screen.
Number,
So,
sir?
go ahead. Number 7.
What?
Yeah, we're going to start off with number 7 first, which is x squared plus 3x plus 2. X squared plus 3x plus 2. So we're going to start off with that one first. So we're going to go to our algebra tiles. All right. Now, how we are going to do it, I will demonstrate the algebra tile for tonight. But how we're going to be doing, I want you to draw, I want to rule up in your books like this. You're going to have a table. So you're going to have a table. So you're going to put the product. I'm going to put the factors in one column. Good. Then, all right. So you're going to put the product in one column, the factors in the other column. Yes, I'm going to write the question above, Lexi. I'm going to write it above. All right. Okay. All right. So let us go. We're going to write the question. All right. So let me get rid of those lines. Well, not really get rid of that. All right. So the question is x squared and remember now, you may write your answers in the chat, and persons who participate, those are the persons who qualify to get a gift in the night. But if you don't participate, you will not qualify. Okay. All right. So we're going to use the algebra tiles. Now, so to remember now, you're going to write the product in the column 1. I wrote it here just for myself, but you're going to write it in the column here, and then you're going to write the factors in the column here. All right, there's a reason for this, because there's a pattern that I want you to gradually catch as we go along. All right, okay. Now I'm going to be using the algebra tiles to model the expressions that are in front of me. All right, good. So the blue square represents x squared, and there's only one x squared. So we're using 1x squared. Now there are 3 x's. The green tile, you could use any of these 2 tiles, any of the 2 green tiles, they represent the x. So there are 3 of them. So when you see the number 3, or you see a number beside a letter, it is basically telling you how many, and it's called a coefficient. So if you're new to this, you will learn today that the number beside the variable or the letter, simply put, is the coefficient, which tells you how many. Good. So there are 3 x's, so I have 3 x's. You don't see a number beside x squared, but it's obviously 1x squared. Good. Then we're going to take the unit squares. And the number 2 tells us how many unit squares that we need to take. So we have 2 unit squares right here. Good. So that is 2 unit squares. Now, how do we use this algebra tile now to show the principles of factorization? All right. So first we're going to set this up. So we take our blue square, take our unit squares, put them together, and you can arrange them how you feel to arrange them. All right. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. And feel free to ask any questions in the chat. If you don't understand something, I'll stop and I'll go back over. So we use algebra tiles to create or form a complete rectangle. So if you are using algebra tiles on your own, and you're not noticing that you're forming a perfect rectangle, then you have to keep trying again till you form a perfect rectangle. But the rule in using the algebra tiles is to first place the bigger tile to the corner, and then you place the smaller ones to the lower end, or the lower right corner of the square, of the X square. And you're filling the spaces now with the green X tiles. Good. All right. So now we're going to read off the dimension of each of these tiles. Now the length, it's actually. Now the length of this side is equivalent to what this is, which is X. So I'm going to use a color code. All right. So here we are. So using a black line. Then we use a red line now for the unit squares. All right. Now, you might know the area of a rectangle. Can somebody in the YouTube chat tell me how to find the area of a rectangle, please? And those in the Zoom, how do we find the area of a rectangle? How we find the area of a rectangle? What's the formula to find the area of a rectangle, please? I'm listening. Nobody? How do we find the area of a rectangle? If you're speaking, your mic is muted. How do we find the area of a rectangle? Anybody knows? Lexi, do you know the find the area of a rectangle? You should know this, this is primary school work. Are you guys there? Tangi and Lexi? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, I'm listening.
Length times width.
What you're saying?
Or not even said length times width. I was asking what's the area, how you find the area of a rectangle. All right, so not T for answers. Thank you very much. Length times width. So we have to know the lengths then, right? So the length, depending on how you look at the shape, look at it this way, is long way. All right, so initially he says width times length. Well, same difference. Length times initially, I got that. All right, so this is the length of this is X. And this is 1 unit, so we'll just put 1. Put 1. And then in between, the full length of it is X plus 1. Good. And then now, the length of this is still X. So only 1X. And then there are 2 yellow ones right there. So we say X plus 2. So we now have the 2 lengths. Now, how they came up with X squared plus 3X plus 2? Basically, they have multiplied this length by this length, just like what you just said. So by multiplying this length and this length, they arrive at X squared plus 3X plus 2. So what we're really doing then now is doing the reverse of finding the area of a square. So when you factorize, you're doing the reverse of finding the area of a square. Make sense? It's like actually finding the square root in a sense. Let us say that it was a square, and you know the length of well, not necessarily finding a square root. It's basically factoring. Good. Finding the factors that you would have multiplied together to give you the actual area of the square. All right. Now, so we're going to put in our column now. My column I'm going to put in this side. If you had used this part for the first part, you could write it right there. But I'm going to put this, my answers right here now. So in bracket, doesn't matter which one you write first. The factors are X plus 1, X plus 2. All right. So that's our first one. Good. That's our first one. Now remember, no, I want you, there is a pattern, and I want you to see the pattern. Okay, there is a pattern. All right. Now, whosoever discovers the pattern, that person will definitely get the bonus and get a bonus prize for that. So I want you to tell me the pattern, not the traditional way of doing it, but there is a pattern. All right. Okay. All right. Let's look for our second question. So when go, let's hope you have written that off. You guys write this off already? You guys have written that off already? Yes or no? Silence is consent to me, you know. You guys written it off already? Hello? All right, silence is consent. Okay, okay. Okay, Alexi, I got your message. All right, so let us now go to our other question. All right, so let's look at the drawings here. Okay, so our next question is, and please remember to write down the answers for me, please. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do number 10 next. I'm gonna do number 10 next. X squared plus 10x plus 24. X squared plus 10x plus 24. All right. X squared plus 10x plus 24. All right. So let's go to our other one. So let's put our answers right here. For me, I'm gonna do this for myself. Make sure you have the table down. What was I had 1 first, then x plus 2. All right, so the next question is now, let's see if I could pull this down some more. Okay, so our next question, what's the next question? What did I say? It is 10x, x squared plus 10x plus 24, right? X squared plus 10x plus 24. All right, so we're going to factorize this now. So of course, we're going to be modeling the problem, the expression. All right, so let us tidy up. So we need 1x squared again, but this time we need 10 x's. So we have 1, then we have 2, then we have 3, and this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Then we will have 24 unit squares. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that's not correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we have 1 extra. So we get rid of that 1 extra. All right. So we're going to now follow the rules as to how we're going to be creating our perfect rectangle now. So let's look at it. Let's go. In the meantime, you can try and solve the problem for your own. So we're going to group these together. So form our perfect rectangle now. Meantime, you can try fitting these. Okay. So it's 24. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. And we have left with what? 6 x's. So I wonder. All right, let's see. So we have that. C. C. Remember what to get a perfect rectangle. C. Okay, well, so we'll have 3 left. So let us see now where we're going to put that 3. So I have to arrange them like this. All right. So are we going to get this perfect rectangle? Let me see. I hope so. I really hope so. I really hope so. If not, we have to rearrange it again. And mathematics is all about trial and error. You know? Well, we see problem already, right? We are seeing a bit of problem already. Not really. Not really. Yes, there's a problem because these 3 might end up coming here, but we're not end up using up these 3 tiles. We'll have to use all the tiles. So if you recognize you're not able to use all the tiles, that means that something is actually not right. Okay, so I have to try again. So let's count how many we have to ensure that we have the right amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these must be 7. 3 sevens, 21, and 3 more, 24. So it's actually, we have the right amount of tiles that we need, but the arrangement is the problem here. So we're going to have to try another arrangement again. So let's see. Let us see. Okay, so we see a spot for the other 3 right here. Okay. So we're going on nice, aren't we? Good. So, and then we see 4 spots right here. Okay, wonderful. It's right there. So remember now, the aim is to find a method to factorize the quadratic expressions without using the algebra tile. That is the aim. All right. But you have to see a pattern and see how well now you can figure out a common method that works for everything. All right. So we have our perfect rectangle. So let's go and read off the dimensions now. Good. So we have x here, then plus, and we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 units right there. So that is that. All right, so we have 1 length. Let's find the other length now. So we have 1x right there. And we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units right there. So we now have both of our factors. Good. So it is then equal to and it doesn't matter how you write it. All right, doesn't matter which one you write first, doesn't really matter. Could you mute your mic, please? X plus 6. All right. Now, if you see a pattern, let me know. Let me know. If you see a pattern that you can use to find out the factors without using the algebra tiles. If you see a pattern that you can use, that you can get that you can actually use actually to factorize the expressions without using the algebra tile. Remember now, that is the aim. All right. So remember to,
Sir, I can try.
okay, Latifa, go ahead. Go
Sir,
ahead,
I
Latifa.
realize when you add up what you get. No, when you times what I get, like x plus 1,
Mhm,
x plus 1, and x plus 2.
mhm,
When I times 1 times 2, I get 2.
mhm.
And 4, below that, the second question, 4
Mhm.
times 6, I get 24.
Okay. All right. So that's what you notice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, good. All right. In the chat, Teresa is saying that x is times 4. No, so x times 4, x times 6. But it's not times, it's actually plus. It's actually x plus 4 and x plus 6, not times, Teresa. So if they use the word plus or the add button. All right. But nice try, Teresa, and nice try, Antifa. But there's something else that is there that I want you guys to see. So we're gonna continue trying until they get the pattern, right? I'm looking for a possible question. But we're not going to go to the possible questions just yet. All right, not yet. Because I want to see the pattern first. Just want to see the pattern. Looking for a possible question similar to that. Is what we're doing now. But nice try. Nice try. So we're gonna do a third one and then see if we can if you guys can identify a pattern. And this exercise is very good for you. Oh, Teresa said, find the factors of the end number that adds up to the middle number with the x. Well, Teresa, that is a traditional method. That's a traditional method, Teresa. That is a traditional method. Okay, it is a traditional method, that, right? Uh, 1 second, please. Hello? Hello? Sorry about that. All right. Now, if you a call came in, the person's explained themselves better by seeing it orally. So if you want to explain it orally, you can send us a WhatsApp message to 324-8441. All right. Okay, let's look at another question now. We're gonna go to another question. All right. I'm about to write down your answers. We're going to use them. We're in a lab now. And that's why we have CDP labs. We're actually in a lab. But in a lab, you do what? You do experiments, you observe, you draw conclusions. That's why we call it a lab. Okay. All right. Let's continue. I want you guys to study the thing, study it, use your eyes. Get some carrot eyes from Tangi. Eating the carrots for Sunday dinner. Tangi, did you eat any carrots?
Yes, sir. I did not eat on Sunday, but I ate in the week.
I ate some carrots, right? I hope you did. I hope you ate some carrots. All right. Okay. So we're gonna try to start off with smaller numbers first. Don't want to start off with too much of a big number because I don't want you to lose sight of the strategy. All right. I don't want the copy and paste. I don't want the copy and paste information. I want you to see something for yourself. Give me something different, eh? use your eyes and you will see. So let's try x squared minus 5x minus 6. What about that one? We're using the positive numbers too often now. So let's try x squared minus 5x minus 6. Let's try that one. All right, so it's x squared no, like seriously, x squared minus 5x minus 6. So we're going to use the power algebra tiles again. All right. And I remember, it's not difficult. Not difficult. I know you have good eyes and I know you will see them. All right, so let's tidy up these. So we want a blue, we want an x square, positive x square right here. And we want some negative x's. So we need 5 of them. So we have 1 over here and 2. And 3 and 4. And I said that some persons have been trying to come up with the pattern. All right, but I want something different from what Teresa said in the chat. All right, give me something different. Who am I not hearing from? Kayla Brown. Kayla, what initially? Oh, well, that's initially give me a formula. But Kayla, I want to hear from you too. Give me something, Kayla. Give me something. All right. Okay. And I want to hear from my students in Zoom. I want to hear from Lexi. I want to hear from Tangini. Again, Latifa. Again, I want to hear. Okay. And Nikosha. You guys too silent. It's not all we do it around here. Don't forget that. So -1, only 6 of them. Okay, so that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And that is 6. All right. So we have 6 of them here. Good. Now, we're going to form a perfect rectangle again. Remember now, our aim is to study the results and compare it with what we're working with, what we're factorizing, and see if we could find an easy little way to solve this problem, to factorize without having to use the algebra tiles. All right. Okay. Well, so far I see where Teresa is saying x plus 2 and x plus 3. Well, we're going to see if Teresa is correct. Right? Need to know it. All right. So let's see how this works. Oh, well, so we're going to use our thing, let's kind of separate them a bit so we can arrange them properly. All right, so we'll put these here. I'll put these here. I'll put these here. Okay. So we're gonna line these up. Let's see what we're gonna get from this. Well, so we have a problem. All right, let's bring these here and see. So we probably have to carry this here, and then probably return this one. And let's see. All right, so we have x minus 2. Then we have x minus 2, which is actually minus x right there. So let's put them in and see what's going to go. All right, so Lexi says it is x minus 1 times x minus 6. Well, no, that will not be correct, Lexi. No, that can't be correct. That is not going to be correct. But let us see. It's not correct, but let us see. But what we see, you have is x minus 1 from Lexi, x minus 6, and Teresa has x plus 2, x plus 3. What about Kayla initially? Jessica? What about you guys? What about you guys in the chat and those who are here watching live? Come on, come on. All right, let us see if whose answer is actually correct, right? You're almost close, but not close enough. All right, let us see now. There is a trick to this now. Oh, it gets sense. Okay. All right, Lexi, correct yourself. Good, good, good girl, good girl. This is minus x right here. Plus, and I'm kind of experimenting with this, minus 2. Then we have another minus x here, plus minus 3. All right. So according to the tiles, this is what we have. But is it actually correct? All right, let us see something here. Let's see something here. So what we're seeing here, based on the tiles, and notice I'm experimenting again, minus 2, good. And I have minus x again, and plus minus 3. All right. Now, we have to make one of these. All right, if we use the two of them to be negative, all right, let's see now. Yeah, answer is correct, but I must say that. All right, let us see now. All right, now if we use it this way, if you use it this way, we're gonna end up having, if you have a minus x here, and the sign is going to change, you leave us with minus 2. And we have another minus x here, leave us with minus 3. Now, as I said, I'm experimenting, good, with the algebra tiles. Now, if I supposed to take out if I supposed to take out the minus sign, good, then I'm going to end up having all right. I don't think that negative tiles are going to work with this one. So we're going to try a different thing. All right. We're going to try a different thing. If I have plus 2 here, good. Well, that's not going to work, right? It's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. All right, this is not going to work. So we're going to change this one. We're going to change this one. The tile is not going to work, but I can actually give it the answer. All right. That isn't going to work with the negative ones. Not so easy to work with it. Let's just cancel the negative ones. But the answers actually are x plus 1, x minus 6. Those are the answers. Oh, I didn't see that takeaway. Okay, all right. But there's a pattern though. There's a pattern. And I want you guys to see the pattern. There is a pattern. There is a pattern. There's a pattern to it. Let's ensure to double check your answer, okay, ma'am? Double check your answer, please. And we can double check our answers here. Let me show you how to double check the answers. So we're gonna double check it. to make sure those answers are actually correct. So what we had in one of them was x, so x plus 1, and then we had another one that says x minus 6, and let's see. So therefore the answer we came up with first is actually correct. It doesn't matter where you put it, whether x plus 1 or x minus 6. So the question is then, what is the pattern? What is the pattern? What is the pattern? There is a pattern that we can use. There is a pattern that we can use. Good. What are those the pattern is it? All right, let's try another question. Let's see if you'll find a pattern, right? And we'll be continuing on factorization in our next class because there are other type of questions that we have to learn to factorize. But there is a pattern, all right? I don't want to tell you the pattern, but I want to give you a chance to figure out the pattern. I want to give you a chance to figure out the pattern. Give you a chance to figure out this pattern. What is, do I have an idea about the pattern? Nobody? Nobody? Come on, come on. Maybe you guys can find the pattern. There is a pattern. All right. While I wait for you to figure out the pattern, let us move on to another question. All right. So we're going to try x squared minus 9x plus 8. X squared minus 9x plus 8. X squared minus 9x, I think that's plus 8, right? Where is it? X squared, where's our question? Oh yes, x squared minus 9x plus 8. Plus 8. I want somebody to figure this out. Look for a pattern and see if you can figure this out. What have the answers yet? Look for the pattern. Look at the pattern. Look if you find a pattern that you can use to help you solve that answer. X squared minus 9x plus 8. There is a pattern. All right, we're going to go to our multiple choice paper next. So I just want you guys to see if you could figure this out. Come students. X squared minus 9x plus 8. I don't want to tell you the pattern. I want to give you a chance to figure it out. Come, Tangini, Natifa, Lexi, Nikosha, come, no, come. Tell me a pattern we can use to factorize x squared minus 9x plus 8. There is a pattern. There's a principle we could use based on a pattern that is right there in front of you. What you observe, what you notice, what you see, what you observe, what you notice, what you're seeing. Come on, tell me. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Atifa, if you're speaking, your mic is muted. I can tell you the answer just without thinking. I understand the answer without thinking because I have a pattern that I work with. Nobody do have the answers yet?
Sir, me get the answer, but me I look through it to see. Oh,
Oh, all right. All right. What is a pattern, man? There is a pattern. There is a pattern. There's a pattern. Keep your eyes glued to everything. Just look. Just look, and there's a pattern. Just study it, just play around with it. Just play around with it and you'll see it. You have to play around and you'll see it. Play around and you
the
will
only
see.
thing I see with this question and the one
Yeah,
before, where
yeah.
when I work it out, it's like I'm taking away x from the 9 for it to match up back with that last value.
You're taking away X. Well, you can't take away X. But nice try, but you cannot take away X. All right, Natifa answer is okay. Okay. That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Your answer is correct. But I want to tell me a pattern. Nice try, Lexi. But you cannot take away X from the 9. No, not at all. That can't happen. That can't happen. Yeah, not at all. But there's a method you can use. All right. For tonight, I'm going to give it away. I don't know why. I feel like giving away the method tonight. I feel like I must give you guys the method tonight. I'm gonna give away the method tonight. You know my style. Watch me on this Thursday night. It's boss brain night again. Thursday night. The answer is actually yes. You're correct, Natifa. It is x minus 1 bracket x minus 8. That's the answer you got, Lexi. That's the answer you got, Lexi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Nobody in the YouTube chat did not get that answer. What's going on in YouTube tonight? All right, so we're going to look at a last one, and then I'm going to share the pattern with you guys. All right. I know that one person said it another way. I'm going to show you that another way also exists. All right. So we're going to let's do x squared plus, let's do an easy one, right? Or should I do this one? Well, this one, rubbish. Well, number 20 kind of a flip side to it still, but not necessarily. The same concept. We're going to do 19 and we're going to do 20. All right. What do you think about it? Let's do 19 and 20. So x squared plus 4x minus 5. So after these two questions, we're going to go straight to our multiple choice giveaway section, right? Where you guys compete for a prize. I'm going to share the YouTube link, the link in the YouTube chat and also in the Zoom chat. So let's get to this quickly. So we have x squared plus 4x minus 5. Let's get to that one. X squared plus 4x minus 5. All right. What's the answer for this one? There's a pattern. People try, look for a pattern and try. Because there is a pattern for this. So
That, never mind.
yeah, man, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, it's not the pattern. I was going to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead and ask the question.
So may I say if that pattern has something to do with the last two digits?
The last two.
Like the 4x and the 5x, if it mainly have something to do with them two there.
Well, so for this, then I'm going to show you, all right? Okay, the answer for this definitely is X. You guys are still hearing me?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
x plus
X plus what?
5.
X plus 5. You sure about that?
Yes, sir.
I don't think so. Well, yeah, you're right. X plus 5. Yeah, you're right. And X minus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Good, you're right. You're right on that one. All right, let me show you the trick. If you can find two numbers that when you add them together, you get a middle term. The middle term is the middle term is a 3x right here. These are what we call the middle terms. 3x, 10x, minus 5x, minus 9x, and positive 4x. Those are called the middle term. Good. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's it. All right. So these are actually called the middle term. Good. Hold on here. My Wi-Fi is down. I guess Flo is playing around with me now. Check seriously. Connecting that without. Flo is playing around tonight. Okay. All right. We lost the strength. But let's say we can continue. We having a bit of internet problem here, but once you guys can hear me, let me continue, all right? Okay. So if you can find two numbers and add together, and the sum of the two numbers must give you the middle term. So of course, 1 and 2 is 3, but when you multiply them, you still get the last term. Good? Make sense? Making sense? Making
Yes,
sense?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so let us continue now. Let's continue. Okay. All right, so Flo is giving us a bit of problem here. Okay. All right. Okay, so Teresa got the answer. X minus 1, x plus 5. That's very good. Oh, that's what you're trying to explain. Find the two numbers that add to the mid. Oh, Teresa said that she was trying to explain that she would find the two, finding the middle numbers that add up to the middle. Sorry. Teresa said that's what I was trying to explain. Sir, finding two numbers that add up to the middle number. Oh, that's what you were trying to say? But you should have write down your thoughts. Write down your thoughts next time, Teresa. Write down your thoughts. All right. So when you add the two middle numbers, you got add 1 and 2, you get 3. Then you multiply them, you get 2. Two middle numbers for this, 4 and 6. When you add them, you get 6, but you must also multiply those two middle numbers to get the two numbers to get 24. The two middle numbers for this now. Now, the fact of the matter is, you could add -2 and -3. But if when you multiply -2 and -3, you would not get -6. So you have to find another two numbers. All right, so -2 and -3 can add together. But what about -1 and -6? But that does not give us -5. So therefore, one of the numbers has to be positive and one has to be negative. Now, for you to get the negative 5, as you know from your knowledge of integers, that the bigger number has to be negative for the result to be negative. So hence negative 6 and positive 1. So when you multiply them, you still get negative what? Negative 6. Same thing for this one. Two numbers. Negative 2, you could have used negative 2, negative 7. But when you multiply those two, you would not get positive 8. So again, you have to search again and say, what are the two numbers I could add together to get negative 9 and then multiply to get positive 8? Well, of course. Okay, I heard that you said, Teresa. Teresa said that, so I tried to explain it early from we doing x squared plus 10x plus 24. Okay, Teresa, not bad. At least you tried. All right. Now, so we get that minus 1 and minus 8. When we add those together, we still get negative 9. But when we multiply them, we get back positive 8 because a negative times a negative give us a what? Positive. Now, in the last case here, x squared plus 4x minus 5. So which two numbers we can add together to give us 5? And we multiply to give us 5. Well, this one will be a bit tricky, right? Yes, it was. But there are different ways of getting 4. Good. We could 5 minus 1. Hence, if we have 5 minus 1, then we could multiply the same positive 5 times negative 1 and get negative 5. So 5 minus 1 will give us a 4. 5 times negative 1 give us negative 5. So that is the pattern. It works, isn't it? It works. Let's use it with the last one now. Are we giving God thanks because our interest is working back good again? All right. So to God be the glory, great things he has done. So where's our last question now? So our last question is going to be x squared minus 2x minus 3 minus 35. Let's see if we could use the same technique that we just discovered a while ago using with this one, right? And of course, there's another principle we could apply, the traditional one that Teresa had mentioned earlier at the top there, all right? But I wanted you to use your brain a bit and try to figure it out. Good? Go have to use our brain. So x, and for those of you who are watching from YouTube, don't try to depend on memory because it's not wise to use memory in mathematics. Memory must come naturally, all right? And that's why I try to let you think in my class, okay? Students in my class must be thinking, all right? When you go into the exam and the question look different because you're trained to think, then it becomes very easy for you to do, all right? So how about this one now? What two numbers could we add together to give us negative 2, but yet when we multiply them, we get what? Negative 35. And the reverse actually works as well, that you guys would have learned at school, all right? Where you find the two numbers that multiply together to give it the last number, and then when you add them together, give it the middle number. Same difference, all right? So there's two ways to look at it, not just one way only, all right? So Teresa earlier said that, I think earlier Teresa had said, Teresa said it earlier. She was saying, find factors of the end number that adds up to the middle number with the x. So that's one way of doing it. And I just gave you another way. All right. Anybody have the answer for this one? Nobody do have the answer for this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the answer?
So x plus 5 times x minus 7.
x plus 5 and x minus 7. Okay. All right. And that is correct. That is correct. Because when you add 5 and negative 7, you get minus 2. And then you multiply them, you'll definitely get negative 35. So that is correct. I see two answers coming in here. I see x minus 7, and I guess and x plus 5. Okay, Natifa. Where's Nikosha? Nikosha, I'm not hearing anything from you. Nikosha? 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 I'm not hearing from Nikosha at all. All right. So basically, what we heard from Teresa can also work, that you find the factors of the end number that adds up to the middle number with the x. So what you mean is that, for example, 7 times negative 5 times negative 7 would have given us negative 35. When you add them together, you still get negative 2. So that way can also work, as well as you could say you find two numbers when add together will give you negative 2, and when you multiply them, you get negative 35. So either way can work. All right, good. Either way can work. All right, so we are going to now move to our past paper segment now, and let us see. So next week when we come back, we're going to look at some more factorization so that you can get your full marks in the factorization. And in the same breath, we're going to be solving quadratic equations, all right, as well. And then after that, we want to move into, I'm going to go to the back of the syllabus. I want to come from the back of the syllabus. So look out for next week's class. We're going to be looking at vectors and matrices. So we're going to start off from the back of the syllabus and come back to meet algebra again. Okay? Is that clear? Is that clear? Yes, I know you guys are looking out for that because Natifa mentioned linear programming. Good. So we're gonna go from the back of the exam coming to the front. So that means that you should be able to do what is at the back of the exam, etc., coming back to the front. All right. So vectors, we're going to start off with vectors next week. And part of the class, we wrap up the factorization. And then the other part of the class, we're going to vectors. And our third segment of the class, then we go back into our set of past paper questions. All right. So let's now move to our past paper question. Are we ready for it now? Who's going to win tonight? Who is going to win tonight? Let us see. So we're going to do our C-set multiple choice, and I want to see who is going to win tonight. All right, let's see who's going to win. And before the class ends, students, the person, especially for the persons in YouTube, I know that some persons said that they did not get a notification, but I'm going to show you what you need to do so you can get the notification whenever we are going live. All right. So I'm going to put it in the chat here. CDP Lab students, you know, you have to keep the trend of winning. Nobody cannot lose tonight. Keep the trend of winning. So the link is there. Go ahead. I'm going to give it to those in YouTube now. But before I give it to those on YouTube, for those who are just coming in, for those who are just joining us, as the instruction says, type, or let me put it in the YouTube chat first. Let me put a link in the YouTube chat first. And I'm going to pin it, it says at the top, pin to the top. Then I'm going to type the email address that you're going to need. That is CDP Maths Lab. So write this email address down now so that you'll be able to send in your results. CDP Maths Lab at hotmail.com. All right, so here's a demonstration now as how to send in your results. All right, so we want to see who's going to be the winner tonight. And of course, to qualify for the bonus prize, you must get no less than 9 out of 10. Yes, the bar is very high tonight. No less than 9 out of 10. So the instruction clearly says, type the letter, the capital letter. So when you use capital letter, in the space provided to indicate your answer. So let us say that your answer was C. You type capital C, and then when you're finished, click on the word finish, scroll up, click on check my answers. Oh, wrong place, sorry, wrong place, wrong place, wrong place. Not check my answers, not that one. That's not the one you're going to click on, sorry. So choose C again. Click on finish. Click on email my answers to my teacher. Now that is the right one you're going to click on. So for those of you like Kalia Brown initially, you guys are going to use this option, and those other new persons who are in going to use this other option. So email my answers to my teacher. So you're going to put in your full name. I'm going to use my name here. Then I'm going to use grade 11. Or you could use grade 12. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose math or mathematics. Then I'm going to put in the email address that I just gave you in the YouTube chat. So the email address is cdpmatslab@hotmail.com. And then after you're through, you're going to scroll down and click on send, and then I will receive your results. So let us see who's going to win. Will the students from the YouTube chat going to win, or the students from Zoom CDP Labs will win? So now I await the winner. Remember, to qualify for the giveaway, you have to go. You have to get 9 out of 10. But who's going to win tonight? Who's going to win tonight? Who is going to win tonight? Who is going to win tonight? Who is going to win tonight? Hey, who is going to win tonight? Let's see. All right. I await the winners tonight. I await the winners tonight. I await the winners tonight. Who's going to win tonight? So we have 4 persons watching now. And Caleb Bryan, I hope you win tonight and get your giveaway prize, or initially Williams. Hope one of you will win the prize tonight. But let's see who get the 9. Whether students from Zoom will get the 9 or those from YouTube will get the 9. We will see who is going to win tonight. Who will win tonight? Who will win tonight? Who will win tonight? Who will win tonight? If you're just joining us on CDP Labs Edu Services Facebook channel. Tonight we are looking at, we are doing our multiple choice segment tonight, and of course, it's a very competitive night. Uh, very competitive night tonight. We are looking for big competition tonight, big competition. Let's see. Oh, it's kind of hard to do that. Nativo, let me try, Nativo. Let me try. Let me try, Nativo, if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it for you. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it. If I get it, I send it. I can get it, I send it. Let me see if I can get it. I will send it. Let me see. This is the link. I think I got it. I think I got it. Let me see if I got it. See. I think this is it. All right, you got it there, ma'am. All right, so we are awaiting the winner. I wonder if I don't think any results have come in as yet, but let us see if we have any results coming in as yet. Any results? Any results? Let's see if I have any results coming in as yet. Let's see if any results is getting results as yet. I wonder if I got any just yet. So we await these results. All right, no results just yet. No results just yet. All right, so while I wait for the results, I can just tell you that if you have not been receiving the notifications, all you have to do is to go on your YouTube account, and when you click on the notification bell, when you click on subscribe and you click on the notification bell, you have to click on all. Ensure click on the top bell. That will give you all the notifications. All right. But if you don't click on the top bell, you will only get one. So please ensure to click on the top bell. All right. Make sure to click on the top bell. So we waiting to see who will win tonight. I'm waiting to see who wins tonight. And as you go through, so click on the bell. So when you click on the bell, there are three options: all, personalized, and none. So you have to click on all in order to get all the notifications. If you just click on the bell alone, you'll get some. So click on all, and then you get all the notifications when CDP Labs go live on YouTube, on its YouTube channel. All right. So that's what you got to do. So after you click on subscribe, ensure to click on the bell, but select all, and then you'll get the notification whenever we go live on our YouTube channel. All right. And we go live only on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. We're still waiting for a language teacher. She's not so well. So, we're looking forward to have her come on and join us celebrating and doing an interactive sessions. And I know that you guys on YouTube and Zoom make this class an interactive class, especially this session. All right. So Thursday nights is our past paper night, paper 2 night. And of course, next week, God's willing, our life or spirit or in good health, look forward to join us for vectors and matrices. So we're starting off with vectors first, and have a kept a 1 plus time. Okay. No results coming on as yet. No results. I'm waiting for the results. I'm waiting for the results. Where are they? Where are they?
Sir, could you send the email in the chat?
Okay. All right. That sounds like someone finished already. CDP Maths Lab at hotmail.com. CDP Maths Lab hotmail.com. CDP Maths Lab hotmail.com. So it's in the chat. And if you have not yet subscribed, please to subscribe to our channel and share the link. You can help CDP Labs to gain 1,000 points, 1,000 subscribers, so that life will become easier for other students as well. All right, so subscribing to the channel helps students as well. All right. So once we get this our subscription up and we're able to, reduce the cost for our class some more, because we would have reached that 1,000 mark, then it is helping other students as well. All right, so just share the link, share the channel, encourage persons to subscribe to this channel so we can help others. All right, okay, so go ahead. So we ask you for your help to lift the bar. We are now at 361 and we are a long way from 1,000. All right, and if you have questions that you'd like us to look at, like me to look at, whether in maths or human social biology, you come with your question and we'll deal with it. All right. Okay. No results as yet? Oh, Lexi, almost. Lexi, almost. Okay. So we have one score in already. We have an 8.9. That's good. So CDP Labs is in the lead. From the Zoom team is in the lead, I should say. The Zoom team is currently in the lead. Wow, 8.9. Lexi, you missed it by an inch. Missed it by an inch. All right, missed it by an inch, Lexi. All right, so we have 8.9.
So,
Huh?
Sir,
Yeah,
so why your computer that?
well, well, you can see that's what I don't know. A lot of persons say it tends to give them the rounded off figure, but they give the teacher the actual score. So I'm working with the actual score. I'm really sorry, but it's 8.9. But it's good that you got 8.9. That's good. And make sure though that when you're doing the multiple choice question, even though we're competing for the highest score, I still want you to not use calculators. Do not use calculators at all. All right. Do not use calculators at all. Okay. All right. So we see so far that we have a top prize already, 8.9. So of course, let's see if there's any more coming in as yet. We need to see more scores coming in. We need somebody from the YouTube to represent as well. Amanda. Hey, good night, Amanda. Good night. Just click on the link to participate. We're giving away a prize tonight. You have to get a 9, no less than 9 to get the prize tonight. Okay, good night, Amanda. How are you, ma'am? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. All right, so we're giving away a prize tonight. We're giving away a prize tonight. So we see an additional person to the YouTube channel in the chat area. You guys can work together if you wish. I don't know how you're going to do it though, but we're competing between those in the YouTube and those in the Zoom. And we have one person already. who has scored 8.9. I'm waiting to see the somebody from YouTube to come with something. I know Teresa around there working hard, hard for the YouTube people, Teresa working hard around there. All right, Kayla, come on, you need to see something from you, Kayla. So good night again to Amanda Williams. Thank you for stopping by. All right, come. The competition is hot around here, very hot around here, very hot. So 8.9. I wonder where you go wrong, Lexi. Which one we got wrong, Lexi?
Number 7. 7, look at that.
Number 7. Oh, well, we're going to look at it still. We're going to look at number 7, right? We're going to look at number 7. So we are competing now. We're competing. So we have one score in 8.9, 8.9. Nobody else? Nikosha, Latifa, Tangini is there. Tangini. Come.
To me, it's like a factorized same way, but it's like a reverse.
Reverse. Oh, you say number 7?
Yes, sir.
All right. I won't be giving away the answer. So let me just open the link again and see. Number 7. No. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but you have to think about the question. So then the value of that. No, man, you never read the thing properly, man. That's why you have to read the thing properly. You never think properly, man. All right, any more results coming as yet? No more results? No more results? Come on. Need to get some results. So I'm seeing only 8.9. People trying to top the score. 8.9. Who's going to win tonight? Amanda, will you win? All right. Teresa, will you win? On behalf of the YouTube team. Initially, will you win on behalf of the YouTube team? Kayla Brown, where are you? Come on, Kayla, where are you? Jessica, where are you, Jessica? Where are you? Come, Jessica, come. All right, so while we wait, just a little intermission break, while we wait on another set of results to come in. We have 6 minutes left, so I want to get the results out so that we can, know where the prizes were going. If there's a 9 out there, for those persons who needs to find out about what the CDP Lab students receive, those who join the school, register with the school, they receive assignments that they must submit weekly. And at the end of each section of their syllabus, they get a test as well. So they're getting multiple choice otherwise, plus they're getting paper 2 test questions. So, once they do what they should do, they will be well on their way to grade 1. All right, so those on YouTube, you only have access to the multiple choice in the night, so at least you're getting multiple pass per question. Oh, Teresa said she has sent in her answer. Let us see. From here, Teresa said she sent it in, Wow! Whoa! No, I don't believe this. Lexi, you get beaten. Lexi, you get beaten, Lexi. Lexi, you get beaten. I don't believe it. Anything you say, Teresa type in, I say, sir, I sent in my answer. Say, Teresa gone with the prize. All right, Teresa, I know I have something to give you. All right, so Teresa is the winner tonight. The first person to drop the big bomb. All right, Teresa, I have to give you a prize tonight. I'll be sending off the prize to Teresa tonight. All right, Teresa, you know what to do. I have your number already because you're already a winner. And so Teresa will get our second prize, giveaway prize from CDP Labs tonight. All right. So job well done. So Teresa has gotten her prize and she has won it for the YouTube persons, and that's good. A very good try, well contested, Lexi. I thought that Tangini and Atifa would have helped you out here, but as you know, we're gonna go through the question now, and after class, I will send the credit that I ought to send. So it's a phone credit to the winner tonight. All right. Okay. So let's look at the first question. Look at the first question now. So we're gonna go through it. Those who have not yet sent the result, we look at it at the end of the day. All right. But we got the first winner, which is 10 from Teresa Powell. And of course, 8.9. We have Lexi. All right. Now we hope that the others will do better next time if you have not yet submitted. Now, this answer is easily D. What you question number one is basically fractions. And the rule applies. If the denominator is the same, you add the numerators. So you keep the denominator is 5x, and you add the numerators is 4 and 2, hence the answer is 6 over 5x. So that was pretty easy, right? All right. Number two, if x is an integer that satisfies the inequality, if x is an integer that satisfies the inequality, and we're here touching the linear programming thingy, eh? Good, not quite, but just touching it on the surface. So if x is an integer that satisfies the inequality, x, well, 6 rather, is less than 2x, or where 2x is greater than 6, but less than or equal to 8. Now, if you can see my hand in the video, let me come closer. Just for persons who don't understand, sometimes persons confuse the greater than and the less than sign. So if what is ever behind your elbow is less, and what is on this side is greater. So what is behind the elbow is less, and what is on this side is greater. So if you see the elbow being formed here, the 6 is behind the elbow, and the 2x is right there. So therefore, the 2x is greater than the 6, and the 6 is less than the 2x. Good. But the 2x is also less than or equal to. So once you see a line drawn under the symbol, it means what? Equal to as well. So therefore, let's look at it. Now, an integer is a category of numbers which include whole numbers, negative numbers, and positive numbers. All right, which are the whole numbers actually. So let's go. Now the answer this now, look at it. If x is an integer, what that satisfies the inequality there. So we know that we want to find out now what is the value of x. So part A is saying that x is greater than 3 and x is less than or equal to 4. So let's try it. So basically x is really 4. They are actually saying that x is actually 4 or 3 point something. Now, you're going to substitute the value of x into the inequality. And 2 times 4 would have been 8, but good. So the 8 is greater than the 6 and is also equal to 8. So obviously A is the correct answer. But B now, if x is less than 4, but greater than or equal to 3, you could substitute the value of x with the number 3. Now, if you do that, you're going to say 2 times x, or 2 times 3, which is 6, and 6 is certainly not greater than 6, but it is certainly less than 8, but not equal to 8. So therefore, B could not be the correct answer. Now, C is saying that x is greater than -3, what is equal to positive 4. Well, less than or equal to positive 4. Now, if we say that, let us say that x is 2, good, then it wouldn't work because 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 is not greater than 6, so it would not work, right? It would have worked though if it was, because if you look at number A and C rather, C would have tricked you. C would have tricked you because x is also equal to 4. Good. C would have tricked you. But you have to note though that they are saying that x is greater than negative 3. That means that x could be what? Negative 2, x could be negative 1, x could be 0, x could be 1, x could be 2, x could be 3. That's what they are saying. But in A, there's a difference. X cannot be a negative number. So A, it has to be the answer. Part D, no, definitely not. X is less than 4, which is known. It's a no-no. It's a no-no. So the answer is clearly A. All right. So when you're doing multiple choice, you have to eliminate the responses. Don't just pick an answer. All right. Let's go to number 3. Now, they are saying that x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 2. What is the value of x squared plus 3y? And that line there means divide. Now, I always encourage my students to read the question in English for a reason. Now, let us see why English for a reason. Now, you have to know what x squared means. And x squared means that you're going to multiply the base by itself twice. So x times x. Good. 3 beside the y, or 3y, means 3 times y, or the product of 3 and y, or y plus y plus y, the sum of 3 y's. Well, y plus y plus y. Now, where you see xy by itself, it means x, the product of x and y. Good, the product of x and y. So when you're in the exam, feel free to stimulate the brain, stimulate the brain just to remind yourself what it means. Don't just jump at the question like that. Stimulate your brain by reminding yourself what each expression means. Good. So x squared. Now that we have established what they mean now we're going to, and the line here means to what? Divide, right? It means to divide. So remind yourself what everything means. Don't just dive into the question. Remember, I told you that. Don't just dive into the question. All right. Let's look at it now. So if x is 4 and x squared means x times x, then all I'm going to do is a 4 times 4. Good. Then now, if 3y means 3 times y, and y is equal to 2, then I'm going to say what? 3 times 2. The line means to divide. I want to draw it. Now, if y means x times y, and x is 4 and y is 2, I'm going to say 4 times 2. So basically, what am I doing right here? It's substitution. Substitution. Substitution means I replace the letters with a numerical what? Value. That's all. I replace the letters with a numerical value. That's what substitution means. Okay, so let's work them out. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 3 times 2 is 6. And then 4 times 2 is 8. So 16 plus 6 is how much? 22 divided by 8. Now you're going to say, but I don't see 22 divided by 8. All right. So this is an improper fraction, and the answers are here are all mixed fractions. So then we have to convert our improper fraction to mixed fraction. 22/8. Now you can simply separate. You know that 8/8 is 1. Don't you know that? Plus another 8/8, and each of them is 1. So we're saying 1 plus 1 is 2. So it must be either B, C, or D. And then 8 plus 8 is 16. So what are we left with? We're left with 6/8. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You're not seeing 6/8 here, none at all. So therefore, we have to reduce the fraction in its lowest term or simplest term. So of course, you find a factor of 6, factors of 8, and I have another trick to teach. I will create a trick video to show you guys, a short trick video to show you guys how you can add fractions in a different way. Not with the shapes. I know that Amanda and initially might say, sir, you want those shapes. No, not with the shapes. I'm going to show you a different method, right? No. So the 6/8 here is going to reduce in its lowest term. And how you do that is you find the factors of 6, factors of 8, and you choose the lowest common multiple. Sorry, the highest common multiple. Sorry, the highest common factor rather. Choose the highest common factor, and you want to divide both of them by the same highest common factor. So the highest common factor of 6 and 8 is 2. So 2 into 6 goes 3, 2 into 8 goes 4. So therefore, our answer is D, 2 3/4. All right. Let's go to number 4 quickly. All right. Now, number 4 is testing your knowledge of the distributive property. So number 4 says, -2 times x is going to give us -2x. Then -2 times 4 is going to give us +8. Therefore, our answer must be B. Wow. Number 5 is based on what we call binary operation. Number 5 is based on what we call binary operation. Now, what is this about? Binary operation. Now, if you read it as it is, read it as it is. It says, if m asterisk n is equal to, and equal to simply mean is the same as. So we are saying that this over here is the same as this over here. In other words, they are twins. They are twins. Like, you know, when you see the twins, you say, but wait, didn't I say that person just passed? No, but it was his twin brother or his twin sister. So it means that when it's the equal sign, they are saying that they are twins. Good. So then, all right. Then 5 asterisk 3 is equal to what? All right, then 5 is in the same position as m. So I'm going to put 5 square. Just look at the position. Look at the position. That's how you know. That's how you know. Because 5 is where m is. That is how you know. Good. Then now, minus n. 3 is where n is. So you're going to put the 3 where the n is. Right here. Good. Then now, you're going to square them. So you're going to end up having 5 square means 5 times 5, which is 25. And 3 square, it means 3 times 3, which is 9. And you subtract, you get 16. And the square root of 16 is 4. And the answer then is naturally is going to be B. All right. So those who did not get that correct, it's right there. Number 6. And I'm going now to Lexi's problem. So number 6, now we're going to go straight to number 6. All right. James saves X dollars each month. James, Tangini saves X dollars each month. Nativa saves X dollars each month. Lexi saves X dollars each month. Nikosha saves X dollars each month. Amanda saves X dollars each month. Teresa saves X dollars each month. Kayla Brown saves X dollars each month. And of course, Jessica Lewinson saves X dollars each month. Initially saves X dollars each month. What am I simply saying here? I am simply saying, put yourself in the question. Put your name there, right? Personalize the question so it makes it easier for you to understand. Good? So I save X dollars. What do you mean by X dollars, sir? Well, we just assume that you don't know how much you save. Well, can you imagine that? Some persons don't know how much they save because they keep dropping money in the pan, don't it? Yes. They don't bother count, they just drop the money in the pan. So James saves X dollars each month. But in March, yes, this month, March, he saved $5 less than twice his usual amount. So his usual amount is X. Let's go. His usual amount is X. Twice his usual amount is 2X. And he has saved less, $5 less, his usual amount. Hence, the answer must be 2X minus 5. Good? All right. So we're going to move on now to number 8. Number 7, the one that Lexi got incorrect. All right. Now, let's see where Lexi went wrong. Well, where Lexi went wrong, you have to simple work it as it is. 3 outside the bracket means you multiply 3 times X. Three times -1 is 3. Then -2 times X is -2X. And then -2 times 1 is +2. And then it looks like a simple equation. So all Lexi had to do was to just work it as it is. So 3X, you're going to group the like terms. So we're doing the past paper questions on algebra 2017. All right. And then we'll have -3 plus 2 is equal to 7. So 2X from 3X is obviously X. And that is minus 3 plus 2 is giving -1 is equal to 7. So the question asks, what is my X minus 1 equal to? And the answer is 7. Clearly B is the answer. There you go. Yep, it is 7. Good. All right. That's how it should have been done. Okay. So now we're going to go to number 8. Wrapping up? We're wrapping up. So 8a squared. Now this one, I think we did this one in a question before, right? Now, what the square outside the bracket means, they're going to square everything on the inside. So it means they're going to multiply 8 times 8 times a times a again. So 8 times 8 is 64. And 8 times a is a square. That's it. Simple as that. Now to our final question. 2 raised to the power of 6 divided by 2 to the minus, to raise to the power of 2 again. Now, this is clearly testing your understanding of the laws of indices. Now, if the base are the same, and in this case, the base is the number 2 right here, just this 2 here. Once you're dividing, you're going to subtract the powers. So 2 from 6 is 4. If you were multiplying the powers, then you'd have added. If you were multiplying the bases rather, then you'd have added and said 6 plus 4. Sorry, 6 plus 2. But in this case, you're dividing, so it is 6 minus 2. So our answer is 2 raised to the power of 4. And that is the end of our multiple choice questions. So next week, we're going to do another set of multiple choice questions. It may not be algebra, but we want to ensure that when I choose the multiple choice questions, choose questions that are different from what we did the week before, right? Because the multiple choice tend to repeat the questions. So that's why we choose to go through multiple choice questions every night, but based on sections, so you can know if you need more work in that part of the class. All right, so let us see if any more results came in. Okay, more results actually came in. Amanda, well done. Tangini, oh Tangini, you need to come to the gym, Tangini. You need to work out. Okay, Tangini, but nice try. Amanda, job well done, Amanda. So Amanda did a good job. 6.7, that was good. Amanda is in 4th form at Holy Trinity High. So you're representing Holy Trinity, Amanda. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good, my girl. Very good. 3.7, 6.7 out of 10. That is not bad. So Tangini, well, you have to work on the algebra, right? All right. So that was a good score. Let me see if another score came in. So that's still Amanda there. All right. Okay. So Tangini, you have to work on the algebra. We have to work on the algebra together. Okay, mom? Tangini, did it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. All right. So we have come to the end of our class tonight. And it was a pleasure having some other new students supporting the YouTube channel in the chat. We saw today. So at the end of before I mention those in the YouTube, I just want to say that at the end of every class we do an evaluation to find out if it was okay or if it was good. Tonight we did not have our full complement of Zoom students, but some are doing SBAs and some are having internet challenges and so forth. But let's start with Natifa. How was your class tonight? Natifa, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, how was class tonight?
Class was great tonight. I've learned
You
a
learned
lot. I
a
learned a
lot.
lot.
Okay, all right, good. Thank
Yes,
you very
sir.
much. All right. I guess Tangi is sending a response. Okay, so Tangi says class was good tonight. All right. So I want to hear from persons in our YouTube chat. How was your session tonight? I want to hear from those persons, especially from those persons who tonight was your first night. Amanda, Kayla Brown, Nisha Williams, and Jessica, first time for maths. I want to hear from you guys how was class for you tonight. All right. My assessment of class tonight to you, for those for you did that, for you Tangini, you have to practice on your algebra. All right. Okay, Tangini. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Tangini. Okay, good. Don't feel in a way. Don't feel in a way. I mean, Usain Bolt, when he first entered the at the senior level, the world class level, he didn't do so well. He didn't even make it to the finals in his first attempt. But he came back again and he came second behind behind uh what's his name again is the American. He got his first silver medal behind I don't remember his name right no, but the point is he did not do so well when he just started. But of course, he is the world's greatest and the world's number one still to date from that 9.58. But to become the world's number one, he had to work hard. He had to practice. Not Justin Gatlin, not Justin Gatlin. It wasn't Justin Gatlin at that time. Justin Gatlin was unfortunately not in action at that time. But it's not him. Tyson Gay is the name. Yes, he came second behind Tyson Gay. That in his world championship, his first world championship medal was silver behind Tyson Gay. And then now you know what happened after that. Catawampus, Catawampus 9.58 world record, still the world record. So what it means, this should be some form of encouragement for you students who did not do so well tonight. All right. Teresa said that the class was great, sir. Have a memory refreshed. Oh, memory working. Ah, memory is working. Okay, okay, okay. Teresa, your memory start work again. Continue eating the oats. All right. So, I'm saying to you guys now that of course, don't feel down. It's better you lose now and win in the championships, which is your exams. So you got to work hard now. You know that, algebra is one of the weak areas right here. You got to practice, you got to work hard, and you got to push yourself. You got to push yourself so that you can make it. And I remember what I told you, I want all my CDP Lab students and of course my YouTubers to get grade 1. That's what we're working towards. And I see that you guys are trying to meet what my requirement for you to do your assignments. Those persons who did not do well on the exam get a second chance to do it again and again till they can move on to the next units. But for next week's class, we're going to step up a gear. We're going to go to vectors, and then let's see, get the vectors out of the way so that it doesn't have to be a problem. Time is against us. The statistics is there. You need to work harder so you can get to the statistics lessons so we can score big in the exam. All right. So it's now 10:24. We're signing out. I must say thanks to once again, it would not have been this big tonight again without the presence of those of persons on without the presence of Caleb Bryan, without the presence of Teresa Powell, without the presence of Jessica Lewinson and Nichelle Williams, a student at my school at Holy Trinity, and of course, big up to you guys. Yes, big up for supporting me. Big up to Amanda Williams, who actually participated tonight and got a 6.7. I have to talk about that in class, Amanda. I am going to talk about it in class. All right. So Amanda did very well. And of course, I must, big up to all of you guys. And I ask, as we close tonight, we know that we're living in hard times, and if we could get the channel to reach that 1,000 mark and over, then the cost to students will obviously reduce. So you supporting the channel, you sharing, being the marketers of the channel by I know you enjoy yourself every Monday, and for those who come for biology, you enjoy yourself every Wednesday night. So I'm going to ask you please to share the link. Share the link on your Facebook, share the link on your Instagram, share the link on your WhatsApp. Just keep sharing the link so that the numbers can go up and so that persons can in fact be once the rate is less, once we can, YouTube will pay the school, we can pay the teachers from that return and charge the students less. So it is helping future students to be able to afford the services of CDP Labs Edu Services. So it makes sense to share the link, subscribe. Remember to click on all so you can always know when we're coming live. So it is good night again from Mr. Bernard, Ronique Bernard, the maths teacher tonight. Have a good night and remember to pray for our language teacher so she can recover and execute her services soon and very soon. All right. Thank you very much. Please have a good night. Teresa, I remember you. I have not forgotten. Good night. Okay, good night, Tangina. All right, so as we sign off tonight, just want to say to you guys that if you, just in case you want to register with the C.X.C classes, you can in fact go to our Facebook page at online education, JA, and you find our Facebook page and you click on the sign up button and it'll take you to the application form and you can sign up with CDP Labs Edu Services. Or you can just go to the beginning of our YouTube channel and then you'll see the welcome message. Click on more and then you'll see the link to the application form. So you can tell others about the school, share the link, subscribe. Have a blessed night. Take care. Walk good and be safe. Goodbye. So I'm going to sign out right now with our special song, our devotional song. So as we sign out, we'll sign out to our devotional song as well.
I love you, Lord. Oh, your mercy never fails me. And all my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You will lead me through the fire, and in darkest night, you were close like no other. I've known you as a father, I've known you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God, yeah. And all my life you have been faithful. Oh, and all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God, yeah. I love your voice. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Oh, goodness
of
of God.
God.
I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna sing. Oh gosh, 'cause all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I inhale, oh, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I'm gonna sing of the goodness of God. With every breath, over all my days.
Okay, so have a good night. Thank you for making it TDP Labs Video Services.